Mama said live up to my name, but they jockin'. They gon' try, go and take your face for the profit. They gon' lie, they gon' slip and slide, get beside you. They gon' try, we 100 deep like Verizon. In the trees with the bumblebees on rising. And catching Z's, I've been in the V on road to Zion. Sunday souls, I've been in that mode that I ain't buying.
He slaughter gang, then he ain't official. When that chopper sing, you really think that they gon' miss you. I spent $500,000 on dismissals. It's gonna be a hearse, not a verse if I dish you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We will be talking about Scream today, the original. This whole month, we've been talking about 90s horror movies, which is the theme for the month for our spooky season. Every year I do a different theme. So this month, 90s horror. Let me see. We've talked about I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, The Faculty. Last week, we did a Disney movie, Don't Look Under the Bed, which is a favorite. And this week, finally arrived at Scream, which is one of my top horror films and a very, very iconic horror movie. So we are definitely going to do a deep dive into this movie. If you have not seen Scream, I don't even know what to tell you at this point, because why you ain't seen Scream? Why you ain't seen Scream? I don't even know what comes after I haven't seen Scream. But I'm gonna need you to have seen Scream, okay? Because we are definitely going to talk about it and talk about different elements of the movie. So kind of review, more of a deep dive, but we're gonna get into it. And of course, I am not here by myself to talk about this movie. And before I bring up the co-host, you all hit like and subscribe. It is spooky season. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And turn on your notifications so you'll know when we have videos out, when we go live, panels, all that good stuff. So, Charles, tell us about your experience with Scream. Do you remember the first time you watched this movie? Did you like this movie? Are you a fan of any other movies in the franchise?
I like the first two. Everything after that is like, the hell y'all doing? But the first two, I mean, the first one was cool to me because it was my first time seeing like them having two killers or whatnot. Like just the way they threw me for a loop, or how they did it. But the second one kind of had a better deep dive into like deconstructed horror movies. Like, cause it really went in on like what it's supposed to be in the sequel. Like they did that real good in the second one. The first one kind of hit on it, like being meta and whatnot, but the second one 100% was like the peak of them like bringing like meta horror to the big screen. After that though,
the second one actually was able to give us more details into the story, because in the first movie they talked about Sydney and how her mother had passed and the affairs and stuff that she was having, but like we didn't they was mentioning the name Cotton in the first movie, but we didn't get to know him until the second one.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that movie. But yeah, come on in, y'all. Say hello, hit like and subscribe so we can talk about this movie, Scream, a classic 90s horror movie, which set a standard. And yeah, we're going to break it down, eat piece by piece. So just, hang in there with us and make sure you hit share on the channel. So let's see, we are going to get in it. And like I said, if you ain't already seen Scream, I really don't even know what to tell you, because iconic movie. At this point in the franchise, they are headed into the 7th movie, which we will talk about towards the end. We get into all things Scream in just a moment. Now, this is a movie right now, if you have not seen it or you want to watch it again, maybe we might even do a watch along. This movie is on Peacock right now. So if you have Peacock, you can actually watch pretty much the Scream franchise. I think they have up to maybe 4 on Peacock right now. I'm not sure if they have 5 and 6, but right now Peacock has at least the first 4 Scream movies. So you can definitely go ahead and watch it there. This is a movie you can go ahead and watch at home. And when we watch movies, you can't watch a good horror movie without some pizza.
Anybody here order a pizza?
Charlie! Pizza!
It dice slices. It slices and yet makes French fries in 3 different.
All right, y'all. So don't judge me right now. Don't
I
judge
am.
me.
Judge.
Do not judge me right now because the pizza by choosing was because this is what was at the house. I said, oh, let me have some pizza rolls. Okay, y'all know back in the days these used to hit. Okay, these used
Did
to
they?
hit.
Did they? I think I'm a pizza snob because I didn't like anything that was pizza flavor that
I
wasn't
know
pizza.
that. What, man? Let me tell you something. You heat these things up. You add you some salt and pepper and some hot sauce. What?
Well,
What?
hot sauce.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes.
you put salt on bread, cheese, and sauce.
Yes.
Yo, I'm done, son. I'm done. I am done, yo. Like, nah, I did have Johnny's yesterday though.
Okay, I could do Johnny's. Johnny's a straight. I roll with Johnny's and they New York style pizza. But this was this was at the house. I said I need something to go with while I'm watching rewatching this movie for the I don't know how many times I've seen it. But I'm like this was the pizza of my choosing. So y'all ain't gonna act, especially y'all millennials. Don't act like we wasn't all up in the pizza rolls. Okay, like this is a millennial household staple. Okay, especially when this is a struggle meal. Just like ramen noodles.
I ain't eat them either. I was a snob growing up. I ain't eat none of that black people stuff and poor people stuff. Like,
that's right, y'all. I went to school with Charles, and he was the one. His family had a couple dollars more than everything.
man, they thought I was stuck up.
Just had a little money and stuff.
I don't eat these goddamn pizza rolls. I thought I was stuck up.
You got stairs in your
Oh, that's funny.
Some of us had to live the struggle meal. Okay. Before we get more into the movie, let's see who we got in the house. We got KD. How you doing? Let's see. We got Candy Love here. How we doing? We got, let's see, John Watson and TG. Welcome everybody. We're gonna get into some screen, but yes, pizza rolls. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Tostinos. Anyway, okay, even a little pizza. Okay, these pizza rolls was hidden. Okay, let you be hungry in the middle of the night. Better eat some pizza rolls.
You must was hungry and high.
That came later in life, but no.
You had to have munchies, son. Eat them shits.
Why you act like you was too good for broke people meals? Okay, baby,
I was.
You get you a big bag of these, and you can feed all the kids in your house and they company. Okay, y'all ain't got nothing to eat. Go some pizza rolls in the microwave and watch you a horror movie like Scream. Okay, now I got to move on before I, Totino's have, if y'all need another,
spokesperson. Clearly, you rather die for Totino's.
I still do and still eat them now. I just don't eat pepperoni. And then it just be the plain cheese that I be eating. Just like that. Y'all ain't gonna do me and my pizza rolls, okay?
Man, you keep them hot pockets.
I don't eat hot pockets, but I eat pizza rolls. I invest with the pizza rolls. This was the pizza of the evening.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. So we start this movie off with a cold opening. I gotta give it up for the way this movie started. We get this movie started off. Now remember, y'all, this was the 90s, so we ain't, everybody ain't had caller ID yet. That was late. That was, everybody was just starting to get to the caller ID part. So most people we ain't had that yet, And so we get there, and and then you can tell the old school. She popping the popcorn on top of the oven. This was before we had the microwavable stuff. You see what I'm saying?
It wasn't that long ago. We had microwavable pops.
was still getting used to it. Everybody, it was a thing. So she wanted to pop her little popcorn on the stove. I don't even know if they still make like
They do.
they do.
I done seen the little one with the handle on it and everything.
Oh
Like
wow.
it's his own
They
little
used to
pan.
just scare you while it's popping. Or you
Nah,
ain't already watching the scary movie with them
nah.
popping, bag
I'm
busting
good with
open
that
and all
popping
that
on the
kind of
stove
stuff.
shit. It just seems like it's a fire hazard.
Exactly. I'm so straight on that. But she was popping her little popcorn, had her little boo thing coming over real quick, like get a phone call, wrong number. Phone call again, then they want to have a conversation with her. And we get one of the most iconic lines to this day in a horror movie. What's your favorite scary movie? Boom. We get thrust into where we're about to go. Now, for me as a horror fan, I need to know what tone you gonna set me in at the beginning. For those who are already like subscribed to the channel and already been around, y'all know I have video on the channel that I did my top coldest openings of horror movie, and so y'all know I'm a sucker for a cold opening. And so this movie really put you into where they was going. Like they let you know we you gonna be in it. This is gonna be something you ain't never experienced before. Wes Craven was in his bag when he did this movie. And from that beginning of her going down the rabbit hole of scary movies, and it took a turn when the caller, because right now we don't know what they look like, we don't know who this is. She's just having a random conversation with a complete stranger about horror movies. And I think they like asked her name, and she was like, why? And he was like, so I can know who I'm looking at. And she said, huh? And he was like, so I can know who I'm talking to. She was like, nah, dog. Something, what you mean? Like, nah, I'm about to hang up the phone. I don't want to do this no more. So she hang up the phone. They call right back. It was like, listen, bitch. And right there, it was done, like threatening her life. And then she was just like, my boyfriend's on the way. And it was just like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, he already here. I mean, what we doing? What we doing right now? And this movie gave us one of the best horror openings and introduced us to horror icon, which is Ghostface, which it, like I said, got thrust into the horror icons right now. And
They the
I
real
love
ghost.
how even throughout because yeah, they might as well because they both deadbeats.
I hate no ghosts.
And I like how in each movie they have different variations of the mask, just like Michael Myers has different variations of his mask. And so we got the horror icon Ghostface in the movie. And Ghostface already took out the boyfriend. He was just like, I'm already 2 steps. And that's what I love about a good villain has to be like 10 steps ahead of you. That's what's making a good villain. They got to be ahead of you. And they already was. And yes, like TG was saying in the chat, they had Drew Barrymore just in the opening credits. This is what we were talking about. We were talking about the faculty of how they were just throwing random celebrities.
Stars in there, yeah.
Yeah, just to sell the movie. Drew Barrymore had a good 10, I'm being generous with 10 minutes. I probably say about a good 5 minutes of the
Yeah, she
movie.
wasn't that long at all. And then she was on the front cover of the movie poster.
Exactly. Put her on the cover and yeah, and she didn't even make it in the movie. This was just here to get the butts in the seats. She said, I'm gonna do here, get a little small checky check, and I'm gonna bounce. Y'all can have the rest
See,
of it.
that's the one thing about this film though, like with this franchise that it kind of subverted horror. Like the whole franchise is a love letter to horror movies, pretty much, especially slashers. And because it identifies all the tropes one after the other as they're happening. But having the leading girl or the person who seems to be the leading lady die early, it wasn't normal at that time. Now there's movies where the person who was built up to be the main protagonist can die like right away or mid movie, and it is normal. But back in like what is 99, 98, like that wasn't a regular thing. And the reason why like Jada in part 2 hit like black people so hard was that a lot of us came just for her. Like, but we also, I mean, you just have to like pay attention because I know it is a second movie, but the fact that it opened with her and with Omar, like, bro, like they was gonna die.
Yeah, this one was released in 96. So
96.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When did I see this in the theaters?
Oh yeah, I don't think we seen because this one 96 was
10.
way we was way back there because see this one in theaters. This one, yeah.
I can't remember when I seen it, where I seen it now.
And this movie stands the test of time. And this movie, and we're gonna talk about, the elements of a final girl and all of that, because like you were saying, we thought this was gonna be the main character of the movie, and they took her out in the beginning, which kind of set the pace for okay, who is gonna be the final girl. And it would take us into horror movies thus further with the final girl, because we had Jamie Lee Curtis in the Scream movies, not the Scream movies, but Halloween. But she was in the first two, and then the Halloween movies like took a turn. And so like it's just like, who is the final girl? We're searching for her, and is it gonna be Drew Barrymore in this movie? No, it's not. So what is that gonna look like for us? So we definitely got this iconic horror character right here to take us through take us through all elements of what is there to make a good horror movie, and talking us like through the horror movie. But we are going to get into all of that, y'all. Again, make sure you hit like and subscribe. So after the whole cold opening,
so you just said fuck Luke Perry, huh?
What?
That was her boyfriend. Like,
oh yeah, he died.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
he was the second biggest actor on the. That's why they put them both.
But he ain't even have no lines. He was tied to a chair. He had zero lines. His mouth was taped. He was taped to a chair the whole movie. Okay. He was the first kill. He was literally the first kill of the movie.
He was. They killed the two biggest actors immediately. I'm just saying you ain't named the second big actor.
Oh yeah, because he was. I mean, we had a flash of who he was, and then that was it. Like we literally
like, who the hell Luke Perry?
I mean, yeah, 80 millennials know Luke Perry, but yeah, I mean, again, they threw his ass in the movie like they threw Omar Epps in the damn movie.
They did. They did. He was the first one. He died first too.
Exactly, threw him the first kill. So,
he did have some lines though, because he at least talked a little bit in the bathroom before he got stabbed.
I know, right? They ain't give Luke Perry nothing. He was screaming with the tape over his mouth.
Bruh. That's all I heard. That was his only line.
That's all we got. So we're introduced to Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell, which we previously, I think the first thing I remember seeing Neve Campbell in was The Craft. That too. But so she's already was starting to like make a name for herself in the industry. And so meet Neve Campbell, living with her father. Mother passed a year ago, dealing with her weird ass boyfriend coming through the window, Billy Loomis. And we're gonna have a whole conversation about him later on in the movie. I mean, in this live here. So we're gonna talk about Billy Loomis. But right now I want to talk about meeting Sidney Prescott. Did you think that this would end up being our final girl of the movie? And how did you feel about, or like feel like they were giving us this classic star of the movie, like trying to give her a run with what Jamie Lee Curtis and was it Heather Langenkamp from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies? They were trying to put her in that same kind of realm. Like, were you here for Neve Campbell in this role?
I mean, yeah, I figured she was gonna be the main person from the trailers and stuff, and it kind of leads with her after Drew Barrymore dies. But like the other girl who was in the movie, what did she play? What you call it, sister in the movie?
And which
Matthew Lillard's sister. The other killer, his sister. He killed his own sister. One of them killed his sister. I forgot her name, but she could have been the main girl too, because she
You
had
talking
a
about
little.
Tatum?
I guess yeah, she had a little buzz in Hollywood at the time too. So like
I
either
thought
one.
that was his girlfriend, the blonde chick.
That was his girlfriend. Who? Did somebody's sister get got?
Not in this one.
I thought the killer killed one of the sisters. Somebody's sister. One of the killer's sisters died. Oh, that sucks even more. Oh man, what did she play in?
I don't know. We'll talk about her in just a second. But how do you feel about Nev Campbell herself?
She was
and her?
alright, man. I ain't like Nev Campbell. I wasn't a Nev Campbell fan back then, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? She was on Party of Five, and like I watched Party of Five for Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's the only reason why I watched that show. And and then she always was a bitch on Party of Five. And that's all I remember her from before this movie. Because I didn't see The Craft until after this movie.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was a fan of The Craft, and it just so happens that Skeet Ulrich was in that movie too. So they kind of pulled her and Skeet from The Craft. And we have Miss Gail right here, who is our news anchor, trying to get the story. Now, she had been following the story of Sydney's mom passing, because what had happened was, and see, I really wasn't paying attention to that stuff when the movie came out. It took me when I was older to pay attention to really get the story. Sydney saw somebody after her mother was killed, and she thought that it was Cotton Weary that killed her mother. And so Sydney identified him as the killer. He behind bars, but Cotton is claiming that he is innocent, which we'll get into more in the second movie. He's claiming that he's innocent. And Gail believed that he is innocent. So she's kind of been after Sydney, like, do you know you ID'd the wrong person? Da 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 da. I think she even wrote a book about the whole story about what happened with her mother's death. Did you like Gail in this first movie, or did you grow to love her, or were you just as nosy as she was? Like, I want to know who did it for real. And hey, Tamika girl, and hey, Dominique as well. We see y'all in the chat. Last season of Charm and Quentin Tarantino. Yep. Ro McGowan.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for the backup. See, y'all be coming in clutch. But yeah, how did you feel about Gail as a character? I grew to love her. I didn't like her in this movie, but as the franchise went on, I started to like her.
Yeah, Gail was cool. I like Gail in the first movie. I mean, she was a little overbearing, but like I kind of remember, like as a child, I kind of got the story, even though they told the actual story behind everything in the background while the killings were going on in the foreground. So like the main gist of the story wasn't the main driving force of what was going on. So like you really had to like look at it real close to see what was going on behind the scenes. But when she was trying to like kind of like clear Cotton's name or whatnot, like I believed her. I didn't think Cotton was the killer to start with. Like I didn't think Cotton killed her mom. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the whole like when the killings happened, like they blamed Cotton in the first two movies for the killings. You know
even when he got off innocent, he was still facing like backlash.
Yeah. So like, but no, like I did see her as like she was overbearing. She was in this girl's face about her mom that just died and whatnot. But she was right. Ultimately, she was right. So I like Gail. I thought she was gonna die though, and then for her to like last as long, like through all these films, is crazy to me.
Gail almost died in every movie. Like she ain't space. She done been shot and stabbed. Her knocked out several times.
The cop dude, he ended up dying in the last one, I think, or the one before last. But he killed survivor. He kept getting stabbed up. Like he should have had like lifelong problems, bro. You can't get stabbed in the abdomen that many times and just be good.
Okay, that's what the last one took him out of there. But I didn't like Gail in the first movie. I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't like her. I ain't like her.
I dug it. I think they
I feel
played
like
her
she
like
was I feel like she was trying to exploit.
antagonistic.
Yeah, I feel like she was exploiting these high schoolers for a story.
Oh, of course,
Like every time she popped up, I'm just like, are you there because you're concerned about their safety, or you just want to be the first one to report this news?
she a journalist. I mean, but the officer dude, his name was Dewey or something like that.
And we're gonna
He
talk about him too.
he kind of rubbed off on Gail, as the series went on, because he wasn't the most capable individual, but his heart was in the right place. And Gail was way more capable than he was, but her heart wasn't necessarily in the right place. So like they made a good connection when they ended up.
Yeah, I actually liked them together. I didn't like
Yeah.
Gail, but I liked Gail with Dewey because he did have his it's like they balanced each other out. Like she was too rough, he was too soft, but like working together was able like to have the right balance of we need to go hard with this. We need to actually care about these kids that are involved and actually care about our safety and be concerned about that. And keep the balance of okay, we need to do this. This is necessary to see what's going on, but we also don't need to make stupid decisions to put ourselves in danger either. So
Yeah.
I was here for both. I was here for them being together. And Dewey was the older brother of her friend Tatum, who was trying to do his best to protect them. But I think he had just like made the police force or something. So they were like getting used to him being in this new role of his, so to speak.
I
And
mean, he kind of came off like Barney Fife on Andy Griffith show. He came off like Barney.
He's like, put some respect on my name. They're just like, whatever, Dewey. Like, don't be calling me Dewey when I'm out in the field. I'm trying to do my job. Like,
but I can see that though. It come from like a sort of a small town. One thing I didn't understand about any of the Scream movies in hindsight, and like, cause at the time I didn't think about it as a kid, but now it's like those killers should have been dead, fam. Everybody and their mama got guns. It's America. How they stabbing people?
I don't know. The Chucky and Mike Myers got by with for years. You
I
know what?
mean, come on, man. Chucky's supernatural.
Officer Doofy from the scary movies.
Doofy, yeah. Yo, dead ass.
Yeah,
Doofy
son.
was hilarious.
Oh, that Scary Movie 2. That is one of my favorite horror comedies. I love Scary Movie 2. Y'all, I'm not about to play with y'all in this chat. I am not about to play with y'all in this chat right now.
I mean, you just don't know that's Officer Doofy. I mean, Officer Doofy is based on Officer Dewey.
But remember, in the end, if you watch Scary Movie from start to finish, in the end, he was playing because he was the killer the whole time. He was only playing like he was special.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't slow.
Oh like yeah, he got their ass in the end. So Scary they did a little something in the end for us. They did a little something.
Dewey was kind of slow though. Like not Doofy, Dewey.
Yes, I'm not about to play with y'all. So we're gonna talk about Randy for a second, who is my favorite character in the franchise. I even like his niece in the franchise, like taking up what he was doing. Because you know what, y'all, there are certain rules, and I keep these rules with me through everything that I watch, inside and outside of horror. Y'all got to remember, there are certain rules that you must abide by.
No, the sin factor. It's a sin. It's an extension of number one. There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
Oh, that didn't age well.
For instance, number one, you can never have sex. Sex equals death.
With me, everything equals death.
Okay? Number two, you can never drink or do drugs.
But it makes it so much easier to get you.
No, the sin factor. It's a sin. It's an extension of number one. And number three, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back.
You know who is coming back? Me?
Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
He's forever Shaggy, Matthew Lillard.
We'll have a whole conversation about him. Hold on. But rules, we gotta stay right there. We at rules to survive a horror movie. All right, y'all. Give me your best horror movie survival rules. Horror movie survival rules. Okay. I know one right off the rip. Now, if you know that there's a killer on the loose, I'm not telling you not to wash your ass. What I'm saying is take a bath, not a shower. Take a bath so you can hear what's going on.
Oh my
Because
God.
for some reason, people be taking these showers and they can't hear what's going on the outside. They can't hear people coming through the front door. They can't hear somebody in the same bathroom with them. No, take a bath
Showers
so
be
you
loud.
can hear what's going on around you. Why are we trying to take? Why are we bringing extra noise? No, we need to go ahead and take a bath if we know somebody is a killer on the loose. Okay, that's one of mine. A second one of mine is always believe the creepy old person. They know best. Okay, y'all be trying to say that the creepy old person is a little cray cray. No, if they telling you something, you gotta listen to it. Because when you don't believe the creepy old person, that's when it all goes down. You're gonna be looking for them at the end of the movie, going and hunting them down at their house, looking them up in the phone book and all this kind of stuff. Now you want to listen to them. No, when they told you the foolishness was about to go down, y'all need to listen to the creepy old person. CT, what you got?
If you black, don't go. If your entire friend group is white and you're the only black person there,
everybody, because exactly,
boys
because the
over
black
there.
guy dies first. You don't need to be there. Don't even go.
Not at all. Like, I mean, to me, almost the majority of black people will survive in horror movies if they had a better friend group, man. Like when you're just the only black person there and everybody else is not black, that's just weird to me, bro. Like, I feel like you weren't safe anyway.
Yes, y'all chat. Let me know what your horror movie survival rules are. I also have a video on the channel all about the new rules to surviving a horror movie. Let's see.
Don't be
Only
a hero.
kind of bath I'm taking is a whole bath. Wash.
Go wash in the sink.
If y'all know a killer is afoot, why you got the shower running full blast, door closed, the shower, you don't know who's sneaking there, pull the shower back, you don't even know who is there. You don't even know, like, come on, you gotta think. You gotta think.
Hey, Brandy did survive, and I still know.
You know that she's the exception to the rule, but not always the rule.
But hey, two of them went. That was an even group of friends. They had two white people, two black people.
And she survived, but her man did not. So the odds are still not in our favor.
I mean,
horror movie survival
50%.
rules. Why your phone not charged?
I mean,
why is everybody's
matter,
phone battery dying when it's time to call somebody? Why we ain't never got no battery power?
Your phone ain't gonna have service anyway.
That's even if it did, they be like the battery about to die. Most of the time, they ain't talking about the phone ain't got no service. Most of the time, the phone about to die. You be on 3% battery life. Why? If we're in an emergency, why you ain't got no backup charger? What's going on here?
I ain't even gonna lie. My phone 3% right now.
You know what mine's at? Mine's because I charge mine. I'm at 70-some%. I'ma make it. My iPhone got good battery life. I'ma make it. Okay. I don't know about y'all. Okay. Team iPhone. Y'all
got an iPhone. I guarantee my 3% will last as long as those 70%.
I got it. Ooh, Androids.
iPhone be eating batteries, man.
Candy Love, I will survive because I am participating.
Exactly.
Another horror movie rule: do not be a hero. If somebody has a trip and fall, they just gonna have to be on their own. Y'all just keep running. We ain't got time to save people in horror movies. We ain't got time to go, oh, let me hurry up and go. And we got to, when you get out of the instance and everybody's home free, oh, well, we gotta go back and save so-and-so. We gotta go back and help them. Why we're home free? Why are we going back to the location? Why are we going back? Call the police and let the police help them. Why am I going back for you?
It depends, man. It depends on, like, I can't. What movie was it? Heels Have Eyes. Like, yo, he had to go get his kid. They took his infant child. Like,
children are different. That's the only ones I will say you can go back and get them. Anything
you gotta
else
go get them.
After a minor, don't even worry about it. If they still in there, why we got to go back? Now, although The People Under the Stairs is my favorite horror movie, but fool, why you take your foolish ass back to that house?
I mean, the movie don't happen otherwise, but
why are we going back? Why are we going back there? We were just watching Gen V a few weeks ago when what's the name? Kate got locked up and Marie was like, yeah, y'all, we got to go back and get her.
Gotta go get her.
And Emma was like, go back and get who?
Emma was like, who? Kate, who? Who the fuck?
Exactly. That's right. Don't go back looking for your friends. Why? If they ain't here when you be like, hoo, if they don't do it back, go. All right. I'm going to assume either you ran away or you're dead, and either way, this doesn't feel safe for me. Okay.
Man, Matthew Lillard, bro, he too fast.
Y'all got to go ahead and get up out of there. What's some more horror movie survival rules? I'm trying to think. If you get bit by anything, vampire, zombie, werewolf, look, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you the opportunity to turn.
Oh, it reminded me of that black lady from Walking Dead, the first season. Remember when Jim got bit? You were trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she saw, she was like, Jim got bit. She told everybody right there. You wasn't playing with that shit.
Because the people that's what happened with Mike Epps and Resident Evil. Because Mike Epps was in Resident Evil 2, he survived, but in 3 he got bit and didn't tell nobody, and then he bit Ashanti because he didn't want to tell nobody. He sat there and yes, he did.
No, she got killed by birds.
But he bit somebody though.
I know how my baby died.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have that one. He bit somebody though. It was somebody because he turned in her presence.
Nah, he tried to bite Kmart, the little white girl. Kmart.
Okay. Then, I'm like, he did something because he didn't tell nobody that he was bit.
Carlos grabbed him.
I
think he bit Carlos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but because Carlos did sacrifice himself at the end of the movie. I think it's because he had got bit. I think he got bit by Omar Epps' character. Not Omar Epps. What's the nigga name? Mike Epps' character.
I'm not doing that. I'm not playing with y'all. I don't care. Oh, that's my daughter. That's my husband. We have to be able to do something. When I find out that you're infected, that's it. That is it.
Real with you. As a biologist, I'm gonna wait and watch. Like, cause I need to know.
Okay,
like,
so that further lets me know that you're not going to be in my survivor group.
No, I need to wait and watch. We need to know because, like, well, all right, what if somebody gets bit and they don't turn? That means their body has the antibodies to fight the infection. So that means they're a valuable individual. If you just pop that individual the moment they get bit,
what did Rick Grimes say? I don't take chances. We don't take chances.
At that point, you just surviving and you don't care about hope. You ain't trying to make it. You ain't trying to make the future no better.
I have a shame mentality. No, I don't. I don't care. Nobody likes
Shane, man.
Yes, everybody likes Shane.
Shane's a bad guy, man. He's a bad dude.
Y'all just wasn't ready to survive on this level. Okay. Y'all gotta know if it all goes down, I'm surviving in the worst way. Okay. Worst way. I am also, if you're a creepy kid, F them kids. I don't care. Okay. I don't do creepy kids and I don't do creepy games. You come if we find a board game that we ain't never heard of before and you feel like pulling out and playing, I'm out.
That's the number one rule of horror right there. Don't explore. Like take your adventurous ass home. Do not explore.
I don't know if y'all seen The Blackening, but there was like a part in the movie where I think it was Dwayne was like going to go change his clothes or whatever, and like a door had done like creaked open a little bit, and he closed the door. walking in the other direction. Like, nope. Like, why would I go in the door? He didn't peek in the door, nothing. He said, I'm about to just go ahead and close it and keep going in the other direction. Explore for what?
I swear black people are the scariest people on the planet, man. We are like we sit around and we think about the things we'll be like nope to. Like
Exactly. That's exactly why Jordan Peele named that movie Nope, because it's just something
we all know what we talk about instantly. Like, yeah, nope.
Exactly. I think what's the name? Tiana Paris did the same thing in the latest Candyman movie. She walked in one area and looked a little suspect. She closed that door right on, said nope, and kept going. Why do we need to explore?
My favorite scary movies are the ones where the people do mostly the right thing and they still get got. Because then it makes the antagonist like that much more of a threat. Like when everybody doing stupid stuff and they get got because of the stupid stuff, it's like y'all are helping this man kill y'all.
I want you to at this point get caught.
Yeah. But when somebody be like on their P's and Q's and they still get got, you're like, damn, that's a bad situation right there. Like
Jet Jackson in The Hills Have Eyes too. He was doing all the right things and they still got him. I ain't like that part, y'all.
Jet Jackson was in The Hills Have Eyes too.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, then he commit suicide. Then he commit unaliving himself.
Yes, don't get my live taken down. Yes. R.I.P. Don't get my live taken down.
Damn, yeah, he did. He was in that show. I forgot the name of that show. He come on. I think it was CBS, something like that. A cop show. He was on. Yeah, he was a Hill. He was the guy that was when he climbing. When he the climber.
I don't know what he was like the leader. It was like they had like this military troops, and he was like the leader. So yeah, he was doing all the right things.
Whatever, and they killed him like he was rappelling down the mountain or something like that. I can't remember exactly. What I remember from the movie is the guy who was stuffed inside the porta potty. That was terrible. I
don't know if that was one or two, but my point was
that was part two. Because they had the porta potty out there at the good training grounds. They had he
was one of the people that were doing the right things, and they still got got. Some people are actually moving smart in these movies, and others are not.
He was the sergeant, the drill sergeant. He was the one that he got quick.
Now we'll talk about later. We're gonna have a conversation about there being multiple killers in the movie, but I want to talk about Billy Loomis as a character before the reveal that happened at the end of the movie, which was a pretty good reveal because they gave us a fake out. They tried to detour. They really gave us a fake out. But I want to talk about Billy Loomis as a character. He looked like he up to something. He always looked up like he up to something. I think the first time I seen him was in the craft. He was just like too overbearing as this boyfriend. He was
very intrusive.
He's very intrusive. Like he was like always overstepping boundaries. Said he put out a boundary, he want to overstep it. He always just seems like somebody that's very sus. Like I wasn't buying anything he was saying. I in my mind knew he had to be the guy, although they gave us that fake out. They did give us a fake out, and so I was just like, damn, I was wrong. But I mean, he was giving guilty before we even knew it. I mean, yeah, he is fine and whatnot. I ain't say that.
Hilarious.
I ain't say that, but
he really didn't rub me the wrong way. Honestly, my first time watching it, I thought her dad was the killer. I thought it was one killer. I thought it was his dad. I thought it was Nev Campbell's dad.
But there's a horror movie rule. They said it in one of the movies. I can't think of what horror movie it was in. It's in one of Scream movies, but always look at the boyfriend or girlfriend as a suspect.
Yeah, it's like
going by the rules, you're supposed to look at them.
Was it part 3? The boyfriend was suspected, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, he was actually innocent in the third movie. The boyfriend.
But yeah, I don't know. Now in hindsight, his facial expressions and everything, like, yeah, he looks guilty, but not knowing, you know what I'm saying, ahead of time, I didn't suspect him at all. And I think
I did. I would. He do look like he didn't. His hair look always greasy and stuff like that. Always look like he had on a dirty t-shirt. Like it was giving guilty.
Man, they like that though. Shorty's been liking the dirty look, bro. I'm just letting you know. they be liking dudes that look a little bit disheveled.
Apparently, that's what she saw in him. And I have to talk about this part in the movie because this is what really should, like, if you weren't suspicious, then it should have tipped you off. So Sydney's mother passed a year ago. Her mom passed a year ago, murdered a year ago. She has been back and forth going through this case, pointing out the person she thought did it. You know, Gail harassing her, saying you ID'd the wrong person. So she's, overly sensitive about this stuff. She's still grieving right now. And on this moment while she's talking to Billy, she's still grieving because the killer ran up in her house and Billy came through the window and she thought it was him. So she was like, boom, I think it's him. And they kind of like proved his innocence and he got right back out. And she was like, my bad, I thought it was you. And, she's like, I'm grieving the death of my mother. Somebody broke into my house. Like, you were right there. A phone fell out of your pocket. It was giving guilty. And he was just like, it's like a year ago. Like, you should be over that. Like, he literally told this person who's supposed to be his girlfriend, she need to get over her own mother's death because she don't want to get close enough to him to sleep with him. And because she ID'd him as the killer, although he really was. He literally gaslit the shit out of her in this moment in the name of, but I want to be there for you. And then he's like, I get it. Like, my mom left my dad or whatever. She's not there. And she's just like, your mom and your parents like broke up. Like, your mama's still alive. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not the same thing. Like, you can go and visit your mama. Like, that's different. Like, my mama is in the cemetery. She just don't want to be with your daddy no more. Like, it's different.
Hindsight, she made the whole thing worse with this conversation. Because, like, he's there because his mom left. Like, he's killing people because of his mom and his dad splitting and her mom being part of that whole thing. And, like, for her to be like, yeah, my mom's gone, but your mom's still alive. And it's like, but your mom's the one who made my mom leave. So, yeah, isn't this the scene when she runs off?
Yeah, but see, at the time, she didn't know that right there, though. So she didn't know anything about her mom being involved.
Yeah, she didn't know about the affair now. Yeah.
And so right now, like this is like classic gaslighting. Like you see her right now. Somebody called her, threatened her at the house. The police was called. She thought it was you, even though it was. And you're sitting there telling her, like, okay, so what? Your mom died. Like, you need to go ahead and get over that. It was a year ago. Oh well, move on, move past it. My mom passed away. The lady who gave birth to me, and it's only been a year. What do you mean get over it? It's been a year. And then this was the anniversary of her mother's death. This is a death anniversary. And you sit here and tell her in her face that she needs to get over it because you popped up in her house and a cell phone fell out of your pocket and you just don't want her to ID you and you want her to get close. You want her to get over her grief so she could be in a mental state to have sex with you. Billy, what the hell? My guy.
You know why that doesn't sound like really suspicious though? It sounds like some real typical high school teenager shit. Like, because boys just trying to get it. And it's like, even if you them, that's freaking hilarious. Oh, man. But yeah, boys just trying to get it, man. Like, so like him being callous about her mom's death, it didn't strike me as like, oh, he is involved. I don't know. But isn't this a scene where she runs off? They have an argument. She just run off. You remember this scene in Scary Movie when the girl runs off?
Yeah, they copied the scene because when she was just like, I'm sorry that everything I'm going through is an inconvenience to your perfect little life. And like,
nah, because the real run and the Scary Movie run looks way too similar. Because the one Scary Movie, they're like picking on the way that Nev Campbell ran in that scene. Like, her run was goofy as fuck. It was goofy.
What? But she was upset. If this the person you supposed to be in a relationship with.
That was an unathletic run. That was probably
an unathletic run. But at the same time, if somebody who you are in a relationship is saying that you need to get over the death of a parent, and me and you supposed to be locked in. Like, I don't know. She should have cussed him out though. Is what should have happened. Like instead of running off, I would have.
Oh yeah, she should have definitely cussed him out. She should have not been messing with him no more.
I would have
Like,
ran them hands.
like really, you really
Nah.
trying to smash, and I'm over here.
Exactly. He mine all over the place.
It took a while to get over people close to you passing, man. Like a year.
Yeah.
I ain't. My dad passed like 10 years ago. I still ain't over it. Like, come on, man.
And he said a year on the death anniversary. He said you should get over that. It was a year, Billy.
That's so callous.
He told her to get over it, not realizing that we found out that at the end of the movie, he the one that killed her. So you need to get over the death of your mom, the one that I took away from you. Boy.
Right.
Exactly. And then we meet Stu Macher, who is Billy's best friend, who is dating Sydney's best friend, Tatum. And I love Matthew Lillard, y'all. And maybe
Shaggy.
because I just like tall, skinny guys that are like silly and make me laugh. But I love Matthew Lillard because he was like, between him and like Jamie Kennedy in the movie, was like comic relief. But like he had some of the most iconic lines in the movie. Like I loved him as Stu Macher, even as they're like talking about, you know, Drew Barrymore's character dying at the beginning of the movie. That whole, because Jamie Kennedy is just like, what he was saying, he was like, did you hear they found her liver in the mailbox? And Matthew Lillard is like, liver alone, get it, liver alone. He had the most iconic lines in this movie. Everything was like a joke to him. And he's just this silly, tall, lanky white guy with these dimples, like drastically different character who looks like he might be a psychopath, Billy Loomis, to his friend that's like the light-hearted, kind, socialite, butterfly person that it wouldn't seem like they're friends. But these two are paired together. And he decides to, you know, throw a nice little party at the house because school gets canceled because, you know, everybody getting murked and dirt. And he's just like, party at my house, everybody. And, you know, going back and thinking about it, I wasn't, you would think that's just something silly teens do, but like, you want to throw a party at your house when there's a killer on the loose.
Yeah, that's a classic horror movie trope.
You know, I wasn't thinking about it then, but like looking back on it is like,
Bro
yes,
was scheming.
In 13
Ghosts. He was double 13 Ghosts.
Good
he was
movie
funny
as well.
because he was scared of them shits. He was like, "Hey man."
Yes, I love me some Matthew Lillard, but yeah, I didn't think about the point that he was plotting to get everybody at like a central location at the time. But again, that just goes to show you a good villain has to be 10 steps ahead. And they were, because we were just thinking they were just, you know, average rebel kids, let's do something stupid. But they were doing all of this for a reason, and I was completely here for it.
It's just funny how they managed to subvert expectations by doing exactly what horror movies do. It's like they did the exact, they followed the blueprint exactly for like making a horror movie, and we still couldn't figure it out until the
exactly, like we missed all the signs. Before we continue with the rest of the review and talking about especially a lot of different elements that this movie put into it, which makes it so iconic and one of the most ultimate and talked about horror movies of all time, I just want to remind you all, you know, hit like and subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you know when we're live, so you know we drop pre-records and shorts and all of that good stuff. We do panels, and make sure you join the channel membership. This month, we have another tier, the lowest tier, 99-cent tier for our slasher tier. Join the channel membership. There's content that is not released to the public. I am doing contests this month. I've already sent off somebody about to get their prize probably tomorrow in the mail. I am doing trivia for the whole month, and it's coming from the 90s throwback movies that we're watching. Channel members, when I put out the trivia, you have a chance to win a prize. And y'all know I'm good for a giveaway. Y'all know I'm good for a giveaway. So make sure you go ahead and join the channel membership for membership perks that are not available for everybody else. Thank you for joining our channel's membership. We have a lot of good content for you to enjoy, members only perks such as Blockbuster Movie Night, unreleased videos, early access to videos, and so much more. You're going to have a lot of good times here. Let's get it, final girls and final guys. The twist that really got us with this movie.
I thought you were gonna talk about how Shorty got killed with the garage door.
Well, that's the whole review, but we're talking about like more elements of the movie, like instead of just going into the kills of the movie. But if you have a favorite kill, please drop it in the comments. Drop your favorite kills.
Nah, it was just an impossible kill. The stupidest kill in the movie.
What we didn't see coming was that there was two of them. Because again, I was literally suspecting the boyfriend the whole time because again, Skeet just looked suspicious. But then, like after he finally got them draws, you know, after he finally slid, and the killer came and he slid. After he finally slid, she started suspecting him again. She started thinking like, you said, well, who did you call? And you said you had a phone, and now the police called your dad, and all this kind of stuff. She started getting suspicious all over again. And so the Ghostface killer comes out and attacks Billy right in front of her. So we see Billy get, sliced and diced right up in there. And I was like, damn, that's who I thought did it. Then at this point, I'm like, I don't know who the killer is. Like, I don't know who did it. Then I started suspecting maybe Randy because I'm like, how you know all these horror movie rules? Like, maybe you the one that's guilty. Or what if it's gay? At this point, I was confused. So I thought that I didn't know. I was confused by that point until Sydney actually she done ran out of the house, ran around the block, got in the car, got back out of the car, and then runs back in the house. She ran all over the yard only to end up in the same place. And there go his ass stumbling down the damn stairs. And she's just like he's stumbling down the stairs, mind you, and just acting all hurt and just she's like, I don't see a wound. And I think he didn't he stab like Randy or Dewey or something? In that moment, he took somebody out. And so she realized that it's him. He's just like, oh yeah, this ain't no wound, girl. This is corn syrup, like they used in Carrie, like throwing out all of these little movies and stuff like that. And she's just like, you are crazy. And then he throws out the line from Psycho. It's just like, we all go a little mad sometimes. Let me run in this direction. Boom. Run into Stu. And Stu has the little voice changing thing, which changed the game again in horror movies and stuff. He changed like, hello, Sydney. And she like run into it's just like at this point you was just like, so it was y'all working together the whole time. Like there's two of them. So y'all was, and then it's like in your mind, it's just like, okay, which one was where? Like which killer did which crime at the time? And you're putting together in your mind, like, how was y'all able to pull this off? And they go into this whole story of, why we did what we did, and we put all these different horror movies together to like make it, convincing. And the only reason that we got you, Sydney, was because y'all mama was out here laying it low and spraying it wide. She was out here being a whole breaking up happy homes and everything. And so when I found out that your mom was just like, thought and bopping around my house, I said, oh no, she got to go because it was your mama's fault that my mama left. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I mean, was you mad at your dad too? Or
I know, right? Like, it takes two.
It takes two to tango. Like, so we're not gonna be mad at your dad for like, letting a hit. he cheated on his wife, your mama, and she got upset and left. Like, why we not mad at your dad? But you mad at Sydney. You mad at Sydney's dad, and you mad at her mom. Like, what they got to do with it? Okay, let her mom be a hoe all she want to. Why you got to bring them into it? And then we get, Sydney as our iconic final girl, as she had to take down not one, but two of the killers. How did you feel about the reveal of these two best friends planning and plotting this whole thing? Which now when we find out they was in this works a year, and they was planning this for a year when they first got to her mom. So they had everything set up a year in advance. And then the reason behind the year is because Sydney's mom was laying it low and spreading wide.
Like I dig it was two killers and all that good shit. I just never understood why like his homie was so down. It didn't make sense to me. Like, I mean, if they were brothers, it would make more sense. But Shaggy was bro. Matthew Lillard is Shaggy to me forever. So Shaggy was way too freaking down, man, in my opinion. And then Billy was mad manipulative, like towards Shaggy. He's Shaggy.
He really was like bossing him around. Like when they was telling them, like, it was like, we're gonna injure ourselves. Like he was stool. He was like, he stabbed him a good 5 or 6 times to the point where he had to say, like, stop it, Billy. Like, I'm feeling a little woozy here. Like, you getting a little too knife happy. Like, we both supposed to make it at the end, right? Because they were trying to set up Sydney's dad to say he was the one that did it. Like, he's the one that off the mom and that, tried to take out everybody as revenge for his wife sleeping with Billy's dad and was trying to attack everybody. So they were trying to pin it on the dad. And so, but Billy was a little, blade happy and was doing a bit too much. Yeah. And because they had this back and forth going, she was able to make her way through survival because y'all two caught up in hurting each other to the point where it's just like, y'all are missing the plot.
Yeah. Bro got mad because bro stabbed him too hard. And then he went and stabbed him way too hard. Too many times.
Several times. Exactly.
But like, it's like, if y'all was going to do the whole stabbing each other thing, y'all should have killed Nev Campbell character first and then stabbed each other. You stab each other after the thing is done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't injure yourself while there's an uninjured person there who kick both of y'all asses.
Exactly. Well, y'all get back at each other. Exactly. Y'all was too deep in the trenches of this plan. Y'all didn't think about y'all was gonna get upset with each other for stabbing each other. Y'all didn't see that part. That's why you shouldn't have been doing that. How late is coming? Yeah. Still one of those stoner kids willing to do anything for a thrill without regard to the consequence. Exactly. He was just down just because. Like, okay, since you my homie, it sounds fun, smoke a little something, and we're just gonna do stupid stuff. He really didn't even have a dog in the fight. He did be doing all of this.
That's why it always made me feel weird that he was like, they needed 2 killers to make all the events of the movie make sense. Because bro was, if not, then bro was pulling all supernatural shit. Like, he's here and he's there. It's like, nah. Even though there are some horror movies that are poorly edited, and they will have the killer being here and there inexplicably, but this wasn't one of
them. Let me highlight this comment. Little Easter egg in the movie. Yes, he did make a cameo in this movie.
Hell yeah, when the Freddy Krueger fit.
Yes, he definitely did. That's what love Wes Craven. Like he set off some fire movies and franchises and whatnot. But yeah, Sydney was able to survive because these 2 idiots was too busy trying to stop themselves from bleeding out. And as somebody who has had surgery on their stomach 3 times, there ain't no way you walking around the way y'all are, even with one cut. Like an injury to your abdomen. Oh, you're not moving. You're not moving like that. You are not doing all of that. You're gonna bleed out. It's going to be so painful in that area that you're not doing all of this bobbing and weaving like they was doing. And Stu was pissed off. Stu Stu was like really bad because the plan wasn't going the way Billy told him was gonna go. I think it was at that point that he realized that Billy really wasn't the friend that he thought he was gonna be. Billy was trying to be the final boy.
Like, come on, man. Neither one of y'all were the friends that y'all claim to be to other people around y'all. Of course, y'all aren't who y'all are to each other. I mean, and that they were, well, Shaggy, because he's always Shaggy. He was just a tool for Billy, you know what I'm saying, to use, in my opinion, at a certain point. But I really don't get like him not having the dog in a fight and just being like, yeah, I killed my girlfriend.
He was just down for it. Just doing
just
it.
down like for no reason, like
just in there. I don't know what Billy told. I guess because he convinced him the same way he couldn't convince Sydney to give up them draws, the same way he convinced Billy to come and be a part of this whole murder plot. Okay, apparently him and his mysteriousness and them eyes of his be real convincing. I don't need you to convince me to do nothing, Billy, because y'all ready to look crazy. I'm going in the other direction. I mean, you kind of fine, but in like a psychopath looking way. But within these movies, as Stu said, there's gotta be a sequel. It's gotta be a sequel to the movie. So they set up this elaborate plot, and Stu and Billy was going to be the two, final guys at the end, because they was gonna live on to tell the story about them surviving the Ghostface, killer and the murders that happened in this town. That was their whole thing, is that we got to live on to tell the story so that the sequel could happen. And which it's funny because in the next movie and the movies following, Scream started doing a movie within a movie franchise. So like the second movie, Scream 2, opens with people going to go watch Stab.
Hell yeah.
So they like made movies based on what was happening in these movies. So and it's like you gotta have a sequel. Again, following that horror movie icon. Like you can't be a horror movie icon. It gotta be a sequel so that you have more franchises under your belt. How did you feel about them setting it up so that we could get another movie? And how did you feel about all like the kills at the end? Because Gail got stabbed several times and made it, and then Randy was popped and stabbed several times. Dewey got stabbed in the back.
Dewey's him living was more believable than Gail, and and Randy. I mean, Dewey he got stabbed like once, right, and like pulled off screen. And he got stabbed and he fell in the front door.
Yeah, he fell he got stabbed in the back, fell like right at the front door.
Come on, man. What? Unless they went through and hit a lung, they didn't hit shit in his back.
It just fell out. Like they was just bodies just drop it and they get back up and then they fall over again. And then Stu got a TV pushed on him. And then what happened with Billy? They shot Billy, and then at the end they was like, okay, when they come back for one last final scare, so you got to wait on it. Oh, horror movie rule. You gotta double tap.
Yeah, double tap, yeah.
That's
just a rule.
But everybody don't be following the double tap rule. Y'all be letting people be trying to hit people one time and then run away. What is that one tap gonna do to a villain? You got to double tap them and make sure they don't get back up. People be like, oh, one thing and he gonna fall and I'm gonna run, or I'm gonna just go pout one time, get them in the arm, and then I'm gonna run. Double tap. If y'all don't remember any other horror rules, you always got to double tap. They had to double tap Billy's ass because he was
his ass was too crazy to get killed by. Well, she shot him like 4 times or some shit before.
Yes,
and he got stabbed with an umbrella. Yeah, and he got stabbed with a knife. Prior to that, bro was a roach.
Billy was not trying to. Billy said, "You can't get rid of me."
Another thing about like horror villains, man, like the ones that aren't supernatural, like how are they so durable? Like Michael Myers, he is not supernatural, but this man,
Billy was hanging in there. And apparently for the franchise, because there's gotta be a sequel, Scream 7 is coming soon, and they are bringing back
Everybody
Stu.
else.
Now, yeah, Billy Loomis has already been in 5 and 6, but he's been like a mental projection in the mind of one of the characters because Billy Loomis is her dad, and she's been like having visions, and he's been like talking to her in her mind, like she's having like these schizophrenic episodes. And so they already brought back Skeet Ulrich, but in 7 we're getting Billy Loomis back, and we're getting Nev Campbell back. So we're seven movies into the franchise here. Randy died in the 3rd movie, but then we got his niece and nephew in part 5 and 6,
He
which
died in the
I actually
second
like
movie.
them. He
He died
did. Randy died in the 2nd movie.
in the
He
freaking
left them a
tape.
videotape for the 3rd
Mm-hmm.
movie
They left a tape to
to
give you
break
more
down the
rules
rules.
about a sequel.
Exactly. The 4th movie is when we got what was her name? Hayden Panettiere's character.
Oh,
I can't remember. She was
I
in
just
the
know Shorty that played the new Black Widow was in the new ones, and she bad. So that's the only reason why I think it was the last one. Whichever one Dewey died in, that's the last one I saw.
That was 5.
Okay.
He passed away in 5. Kirby. So yeah, we got Kirby in the 4th
He was in
movie.
6. He in 6?
No. Yep, Dewey. They got Dewey in part 5.
Yeah.
Then
he died in the hospital.
They got him in like the like a hall. They were, or maybe it was like in a hallway or something. They got him like in a hallway. He was trying to protect I think Jenna Ortega's character. I think he was trying to save her, and but Gail was still alive for in the 6th movie. Yeah, we got Kirby in part 4, who also came back for part 6. So they're kind of like trying to do a mixture of bringing some in the old and new back together. Are y'all here for Scream 7?
Maybe. Wasn't there a black guy in one of the last Scream movies who got stabbed like 1,000,000 times and survived?
I think Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son.
And then he got stabbed. And he got stabbed in the last 2 movies, right?
Yeah, Mason Gooding. Yes, because I thought Mason Gooding was not gonna make it. But he did survive. Mason Gooding is he's a black final guy. He survived Scream 5 and 6. Yes, he did get that.
Damn. No, Cuba Gooding Jr. was on trial for that bullshit. That he did.
His son. But can you think about it? Look at his son's face. Look at Mason. He looks.
Oh no, I see it now. Like it was funny is like people like that. I always look at them and be like, man, they look mad familiar. Like the first time I seen Ice Cube's son, I was like, this nigga look like somebody. Like Ice Cube's son. Like, oh damn, look just like him.
Yes, that is his son. He's becoming a final guy because not only did he survive Scream 5 and 6, he also was in, what was that Valentine movie? Heart.
He was in that. Yeah.
What was it?
I know you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but I know you're talking about with the little mask dude.
And I reviewed that movie.
The digital mask. Digital mask. Yeah, I know you're talking about. He was in that. Damn. He do like his daddy too. He got a suck. The beat they had that kind of, I guess, legacy. I guess I don't know.
Heart Eyes.
Yeah, Heart Eyes. Yeah. He had the little digital.
So yeah, he's becoming a black final guy that we need to talk about because they ain't got him yet. I was scared for that last movie though. In that part 6, I was like, damn, he gonna make it out of this.
I know he got stabbed up. Like,
it was that.
Wasn't he also in that movie, The Bye Bye Man?
Mason Gooding. Let me see.
Was it a different black guy?
No, that was not him.
It wasn't him. Okay.
But yeah, he's getting some horror movies under his belt, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the black final guys and the Scream Kings of the world. But yeah, in the comments, are y'all here? Would y'all be here for a Scream 7? At this point, I keep saying they need to stop making movies. But well, you know, when you be in the trenches deep with some of these franchises, I can't help myself. I'm probably gonna go see it like the rest of them. I can't help it. Y'all done got a 96. Y'all done had me in a chokehold since 1996. Of course, I'm going to go watch this damn Scream 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I'm gonna
I
go back
need
and
to.
watch 6 again first, though.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think I saw. I know I saw 5 because I remember Dewey dying. I think I saw 6. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for them now. Like they ain't bad movies. None of the Scream movies are like bad. It's just after 1 and 2, the formula really ain't like hitting no more. It's really not
Yeah, it's just
like.
like they like keep trying to change up how you do things. It's like we know like kind of how we're gonna go. It's like I want it, and I hate that they switched the casting because what I saw going for Scream 7 based on 5 and 6 was that the girl who played Jenna Ortega's older sister. I feel like she was entering into a villain arc because Billy Loomis was in her head for 2 movies. He was literally in her head to where I felt like she was going to be the next villain in Scream
Man,
7.
I feel
But
like
they did
her
a
having.
casting switch and now like that whole storyline is wiped. But I would have liked to see the killer be somebody who was killing based off of like schizophrenia or dissociative disorder like Norman Bates. Like I would have been there for a Norman Bates style Ghostface. But now that we're doing something different, I don't know the direction that they're trying to
I
take
mean,
it.
I feel that. To me, it feels like there's a supernatural kick to it.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought that it was gonna be like a weird, different, a new element that was gonna come. That's the girl, Melissa Barrero. I thought that her story arc was gonna be guiding Scream 7 because they were building her up to be like a sociopath, like her dad, Billy Loomis, because he was
Mhm.
in her head literally 2 movies straight to where she started to feel comfortable with a knife in her hand. She was starting to feel like I want to put on the mask and do a little something, something. So I thought we was gonna get Norman Bates 2.0. So
Yeah,
I don't understand why I don't know where we're gonna go at with this next one. I don't know, but I was here for another psychopathic style Ghostface, you know, a killer because that's something that they haven't. I needed that to had um been translated in the next movie, especially with that core 4. That would have been good because because Jenna Ortega made it, the big sister, and then the twins Randy's niece and nephew. They survived 2 movies together, and it would have been good to see her flip the switch and her be the one to turn on everybody. So I don't know what they gonna do in the next movie. I don't know. I don't, mm-hmm. I like the direction that I thought that they was going in. Me personally. So we gonna have to see what direction they take. But I know they're trying to pull out all the tricks, bringing back Nev Campbell and bringing back Matthew Lillard and of course Gail, because Gail done survived all the damn movies. Who knows who they gonna throw in the rest of the movies just to try to get us to come on out there and watch the movie again? Because the plan that I thought that they were going with is going in a whole other direction. But yeah, out of these, the franchise so far, Scream is still gonna be my favorite. I will watch Scream 2. The ones I say I've watched the least amount has been 3 and 4. I have watched those 2 the least.
I can't even remember 3 like that.
Yeah, I watched them the least. 5, I liked the opening, cold opening of 5 because now she was one of the ones. Jenna Ortega in part 5 was fighting for her life in that opening scene. Like she was doing all the right things. Like she was on the go. I give it to her. She was literally fighting for her life in that one. And then we had, 6 where Ghostface picked up a shotgun. We ain't never seen that before. He picked up a gun. And then I think there was 3 or 4 killers, like the whole family. I think it was the dad, the daughter, and the son, everybody out there. And then they was all wearing like different masks and stuff like that. So we had several killers in part 6. But yeah, she was fighting for her life in Scream 5. I really want to see. I need. Let me see some diversity. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they got the twins. They light skin black.
Man,
Randy's niece and nephew. They in there.
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't got no beef with Scream being like extremely white because everybody's getting dropped in these movies. Everybody's getting dropped. And you know the brother going out first, so it's like, wait, why we gonna put him in there, man? He might make like these days. Black people live a little bit longer in horror movies.
I'm surprised the twins have made it this long. I thought they was gonna knock out Mason Gooding in that last movie. Actually, I didn't think he was gonna make it far at all because here's the character that was going down. You know, I think we talked about Dwayne Martin in this one because he was in the Faculty for like 5 minutes. They had Dwayne Martin in the Faculty for all of 5 minutes, and he was sure in Scream 2, and they had Elise Neal in Scream 2. But
I mean, like he only survived because he did the blackest thing ever and left. Like that was he had and you know they did it for that specific trope anyway. Like the real life stereotype that a black person would leave a situation like that. If bro said all you white folks is dying, man, I'm black as hell. I gotta get out of here.
Exit cameraman. But yeah, 3 is the one that I
go show it with everything over with. Get the fuck out.
And did. Yeah, I watched 3 and 4 like the least of all of them. I will revisit. I know 5 because 5 was a pretty decent movie. What they call 5 a requel, and then or a franchise. We're dealing with a franchise here. I think they said by like the maybe 5 or 6 movie. So again, you know, that 7 is coming. You know, it's coming. I don't know where we're going, what direction we're going in. All I know is that they are trying to bring back some people. So I don't know where we're going with it. But my fave is always going to be the first couple of movies, and yeah, even though they took out Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett right there at the beginning of that movie.
I mean, these days we would probably cheer for Jada Pinkett to get taken.
Don't do her like that.
That did not so much. Don't do Will like that. You talk about
Jada is a final girl in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. She's a whole final girl.
Yeah, the movie was crazy.
She was a whole final girl. I don't think Omar Epps ain't got no good track record in horror movies because he didn't survive Dracula though. So he ain't got no.
I mean, technically, he just became a vampire.
Who was that? Dracula 2000. Yeah, we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do a 2000s horror thing one of these days.
It took me forever to realize that Dracula was played by Gerard Butler, man, the dude from 300.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of his earlier roles. He's like half the size. That's why I didn't recognize him. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, a lot of
old white man I seen like he had a perm.
2000 horror movies. Yeah, I have to go through some early 2000s horror movies because I got some faves from that genre.
What?
I'll save those for another day. But I got some early 2000s.
Hey, really, 2000s, man. Early 2000s was like hit and miss when it came to horror movies, man.
I got some more that I watched.
Years, man. He had like Jeepers Creepers.
Jason
vs. Freddy was trash.
House of Wax came out around that time. It's some out there. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with us for another 90s horror. I think we are going to look at or talk about it next week because Welcome to Derry is dropping this month. So while we're going into a whole the series is supposed to be a prequel of the movie's It, I think we need to go back to the 90s version, not the more recent ones. We got to go back because remember this 90s horror thing. We got to talk about the original It. So I think that's what we're gonna do next.
Tim Curry.
Yep, the Tim Curry movies. We gotta take it back. You know, gotta go back. So make sure y'all hit like and subscribe on the channel. Again, y'all know, hit up those channel memberships. Tomorrow we got Gen V, then Reasonable Doubt on Friday, and we are going to talk about Black Phone 2. They are talking about Black Phone 2 being a sequel that's better than the original. Some movies are like that. Some I mean, there are some movies I like the sequel that's better than the original, like in the Dark Knight trilogy. I like the Dark Knight better than Batman Begins, although Batman Begins is fire. Sometimes the sequel does better, but you know, we're gonna talk about it.
Batman Begins the best Batman movie of all times, but it's another story.
That, you know, it ain't better than Dark Knight.
Right.
Just like Captain America. You know, for every movie in the Captain America better than, but they're all better than the first Avenger.
Sure. I mean, yeah, sure, but the first Avenger is still one of the better MCU films altogether.
The one that followed was better.
Yeah, in that case, yeah.
And so
Batman Begins is still the best Batman.
Nah.
Batman Begins was the first Batman movie my mama watched and liked, and I was surprised.
Nah, I love Batman Begins. I love that whole trilogy. But yeah, y'all know how I feel about Batman in general. I love me some Batman. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And yeah, I gotta get my Ghostface pullover on, you know, get my 90s slasher moving. So y'all stay tuned. Got a virtual Halloween party on the rise, content coming out. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned on the channel. And we will see y'all tomorrow for Gen V.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a shame. What a shame. The poor groom's bride is a whore.
Thank you.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing